Right, been at this dentist job now for a few days, so I'll give you a little tour around. You can see the emergency lights are on up above. Are these the ones that tripped? No, not yet. The ones around the other side. The boys, I did tell them the cables were live and they cut through one. So, but I'll spin you around there and you can have a little look for yourself. So this is what we got. So this is the main reception room. We've got cables absolutely everywhere at the moment, but this is reception. You can see up on the ceiling, there's going to be a suspended ceiling in here. We've got some rooms in here, just a bit of my kit there, just packing up the last few things. This is the waiting room. We're going to have some sort of sockets. I think that's going to be like a drinks machine there as well. This is just some of my first fix kit. I've got some cables here. These are ready to go in. They're just sort of shut here. So this is like the ring main. It will link these up. They've also got data points and stuff. There's some tray working bits. That was existing. I've reused it. It's not amazing, but something. Oh yeah, look. Couple of nails and screws on the cables. We'll get rid of them. But yeah, so we've barely got any light here. This is the old suspended ceiling lights. We've just sort of rested them about. You can see a couple up there. And then these are the treatment rooms. So we've got 6 in total. So obviously light switch as you come in. This is going to be like a wall mounted screen for something. Down here, here's the actual chair. So we've got some conduits and bits like that in ready. So that's the actual foot of the chair. So you will sit here, lean back here. I don't know if I've shown that very well. Oh, sort of like that. I'll show you a quick little. So that's where your feet would be, and then that's your head, and then obviously the chair's next to it. I made a bit of a mistake. So I had all this chopped out with boxes in ready to go, and then I was told that the people who make the cabinets will actually cut the boxes out for me in like a little void in there. So I didn't need to do all of that, but these cables were originally going this side. You can see that on this wall, but they got moved, so hence the extra length on those. But you can see all my workings out at the top there. Yeah, this is a sort of the main passageway. We've got X-ray room. This has literally just been ripped apart today, so you can see like, I've got cables in the middle of the floor and coils of this wall here. You can see they've had to extend it, so they've extended it over to here. So my cables were, you can just see they were in the stud work. And now I drilled the holes ready, so they've just got to move over because the machine wouldn't fit in. So I think this still works out okay, the bits I've done here. So in here we've got our main supply to the X-ray machine. This is just on a fuse spare. We've got a couple of communication cables. So we've got one which is a link to the computer, and the other is a link to the switch. So when you press the beep beep, that clicks it, sends the X-ray from outside. And then we've got a couple other communication cables as well. But they all come up to here. So there's going to be like a pad that you can bits on. And then out here we have got isolator. The isolators have to be on the outside of the X-ray room. That's just in case something was to go wrong. You can isolate it from the outside and you haven't got to go inside. 2 communication cables, that's because there's 2 X-ray machines. And then just a light switch. Everything at the moment's been left really long, only because the plans aren't definite yet. So, and then it's just copy and paste. So we've got the same again. These are all boxed up. You can see all my boxes that I'd already screwed up, but we've just ripped it out. We've got ring main, 4 data cables, fuse spare, and the load side. And then in the corners here, we have got data cables. You can see they've noggin today, so they've chiseled that out for me. But this needs to be in something a little bit. And that's going to be a Sonos speaker. Here's a little brief overview of the plan. So this is what I get given. So you can see I've taken you around here, we've had a look in here, that's the first treatment room I showed you. We're now stood in here looking at this one. So you can see we've got sockets, 4 data points. In the actual chairs we've got data point and socket, but there's been extras on it. And then we've got HDMI point and double socket, that's for a monitor. And then we're back to the switches on this side, and then that's the next room. And it's literally just copy and paste, there is 6 of them. And then we've got, this is the X-ray room, CBCT, don't know what it means. Ortho again, don't know if that's focusing very well, sorry. Then we've got office, storeroom, that's got our fuse board and other bits in there. That's another fuse board, but I think that's communal. Toilet, shower, lab, and then staff room, and then another little office down here. So we'll take a walk down through. This room's, I think this is